Picture this, Angela sits across from her teenage son, Jason. He's perfectly polite, almost charming, but just yesterday he forgot to do his part of the family project again. Yet when Angela calls him out, Jason gaslights her, painting himself as the victim. This tug-of-war isn't just teenage rebellion. It's manipulation cloaked in sheep's clothing. How do you spot it before it swallows your sanity? That's exactly where Dr. George Simon takes us. Manipulators wear subtle masks. They smile, they charm, yet they push you into corners you barely notice. What's their game behind the friendly facade? Let's pull it apart. Back in suburban Atlanta, Angela's story unfolds with Jason, her teenager who's the golden boy at school and home, at least on the surface. But Dr. Simon reveals that Jason's polite refusals to help with chores aren't innocent teens slacking. They're deliberate moves to test boundaries and elicit guilt. Manipulators like him aren't blunt, they're experts at friendly sabotage. Think of manipulation like a spider weaving a near-invisible web. Each compliment, each seemingly innocent favor is a thread. Once caught, you struggle against it, but the more you flap, the tighter it wraps. It's not about raw force, it's about subtle entanglement, luring you to fight their fight while wearing yourself down. Once you learn to spot that smile hiding a snare, your game changes. You see the strings, the quiet power plays. And just like Angela, who stopped playing Jason's victim role, you reclaim control, not by confrontation, but by rewriting the rules of engagement. It's not just defense, it's empowerment with eyes wide open. You might wonder, if manipulation is so clear-cut, why don't people just walk away? Turns out it's much messier. Here's why. Dr. Simon shares the story of Liz, caught in a toxic relationship with her boss, Martin. He undermines her work but gives her praise at just the right moments, keeping her tethered with fleeting hope. Like many victims, Liz clings to emotional bonds, mixing respect, fear, and desire for acceptance. She's trapped in the ambush of "I can fix this." Manipulation builds a cage not of iron bars, but of emotional chains forged from fear and hope. Imagine a castle surrounded by a moat filled with quicksand. It looks inviting, maybe even safe on the surface, but any step outside feels like a plunge into the unknown. That's what keeps victims frozen, caught between pain and promise. The payoff, recognizing these emotional traps, is a game changer. Victims like Liz wake up and see the castle for what it is, a cleverly disguised prison. With this insight, the once paralyzing question, "Why do I stay?" shifts to "How do I get out?" That mental shift is the beginning of true freedom. Knowing the problem is half the battle. Dr. Simon gives 12 solid tools to flip the script and build your emotional armor. Take Angela again. She learned to say no firmly and calmly to Jason's passive-aggressive digs without needing to justify herself. This is rule redefining, turning the silent game into an open one. She narrated her limits clearly, stopping manipulative ploys before they began, shifting from victim to strategist. Manipulation thrives on your blind spots, like trust in all situations or perfectionism. Dr. Simon urges you to identify your own weak spots, those parts of your character that manipulators exploit. It's like reinforcing the gate before the storm hits. Knowing where to patch strengthens your defense dramatically. Finally, clear boundaries aren't walls, they're flags saying "do not cross." Once Angela mastered these, she noticed colleagues and family recalibrating their behavior. The surprising insight: people respect limits more than endless explanations or apologies. Empowerment blossoms where boundaries are firm but fair. Remember Angela and Jason? With eyes open wide, Angela stopped playing into Jason's silent control game. Manipulation thrives in the shadows, but it flees in the light of awareness. Next time you feel pulled in confusing ways, try this: pause, name the game, and redefine your rules. Because once you're aware, the mask slips off and you win, looking good while doing it. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.